Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Christodon1, and I am back with another video. Digital Foundry came out with a video and an article explaining the true specs of the Xbox Scorpio. And after watching this particular video and reading this particular argument, you have Xbox One fanboys flipping their lids and going cuckoo over Cocoa Puffs. But after watching this announcement, if you are a gamer, this is great news. If you are a gamer, I'm about to explain why. Now, when you're talking about the Xbox Scorpio, it's pretty much going to be on par, a little bit better than the PlayStation Pro. Now, it's going to run some games at native 4K, just like the PlayStation Pro is doing right now. It's also going to do checkerboard rendering, which that's what the PlayStation Pro is doing right now, all right? You may have a few games sprinkled here and there that happen to be exclusives, or maybe third-party games that may run at 4K, all right? Now, I just said earlier, this is great news. Now, why this is great news? First of all, if you are a true gamer, and if you want to play your games at 4K, you can get off your ass and buy a PC if you want that type of experience and that type of entertainment. But how is this great news? This is great news because now we know that the Xbox Scorpio is not going to be a $600/$500 console. It's going to be a very affordable console. All right, this is great news. Also, let's be real. Right now, there are 26 million Xbox Ones in the households worldwide, compared to Sony's 56 million with the PlayStation Pro and the PlayStation 4. All right, developers are not going to make two types of games for two types of consoles with two different types of audiences. All right, those games are going to pretty much be on par and running the same way on both consoles. We now know the Xbox Scorpio as well as the PlayStation Pro, when you're talking about power, these two consoles should have enough power to run some games at 4K, native 4K, and checkerboard rendering. So that's great news if you are a gamer, all right? So now we know the Xbox Scorpio is going to be affordable for consumers, okay? And we also know it's going to be powerful enough to run some games at native 4K, also checkerboard rendering, and 1080p. Now, the original Xbox One had a hard time running games at 1080. This is a huge advantage and a huge upgrade if you are a Xbox One fanboy, all right? This is great news, not only for people, the gamers that support the Xbox One, but for gamers in general. It doesn't matter if you support the Nintendo Switch or the PlayStation Pro. This is great news, all right? Now, I have always stated this on several videos, and I must say this one more time, all right? One more again. If you want a true definition of 4K gaming, if you want that type of style, if you want that type of entertainment, you grab a PC, all right? But we all know console gamers are a fickle group. They are a cheap bastard bunch, okay? They do not want their consoles at $500 to $600. Now, the Xbox Scorpio, it may go, I think $399 is a sweet starting point. I think that's the price that Microsoft is trying to clamor for, that's trying to go for. Now, as far as the 6 teraflops, everybody was going crazy over the 6 teraflops. this is somehow going to make the console more powerful, but let's face facts. Game developers, third-party developers, those games that are running on the PlayStation Pro, they're going to be pretty much similar running on the Xbox Scorpio. But guys, tell me what the fuck you think out there. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don One, and I am out. Happy weekend, motherfucker.